I'm doing well.
All right, great. We're going to go ahead and start sharing our screen. And, all right. Good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and Earn While You Learn Operational Training. Today is Sunday. This is not our normal day. Okay. Normal day is Saturday at 10:15 to 1 o'clock. Today is Sunday, and we're doing a makeup because yesterday we had some technical difficulties in our broadcast. We were down here in our broadcast studio, as you all can see. I don't know if y'all can see this, but we're down here again in our broadcast studio, and but today we've got our main server back online, but they finished with the construction. They're not doing construction on Sunday, so they've kind of taken care of that, and we have our studio back. All right. So with that being said, we are recording, and like always, we try to make sure that we bring you all the training that you all need. Today, we are going to be going over legalities. But before I do that, let's go ahead and do our roll call here real quick and go ahead and recognize people who have joined us this lovely Sunday morning. And I do want to show my appreciation to you all for getting up so early on a Sunday morning and spending it with me. So, I'm going to say give a shout out to Mr. Kevin Evans. He's in the house. We have Erlene. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? We have Erlene. She's in the house. We have Deidre Powell. She's in the house. We have Kimberly in the house. We have one Anonymous. Hey, Mr. Anonymous or Mrs. Anonymous. And we have a wireless caller in from the 916 area code. I don't know if y'all know what that is. I don't know what that is, but they know what it is. And we have another wireless caller from the 317 area code. And, of course, we have Mr. Tony White in the house. So, and more people are going to be joining on. I know it's Sunday. But these is what we have in our live call today. So that's who's live on here with me right now. And we're probably going to get some more that's going to join here as we go on. But we're going to go ahead on with our makeup training. And today is legality. Okay, there's legality. As I mentioned yesterday, which didn't get recorded, so I'm going to mention it again. Those of you who was with us yesterday, you probably heard the first part of this, but we're going to go over it again because we did not record everything because the system failed to record everything because our server was coming in spotty in and out, so it just didn't record. But today we are recording, and today we are going to be discussing legalities. Okay, the reason why we're going over legalities is because we have legal has informed us that they are cracking. The Federal Motor Carrier Association is cracking down on illegal dispatches. Now, some of you all are probably saying to yourself, what is an illegal dispatcher? Because I know you all have been dealing with social media. You deal with a lot of these Facebook legal experts. And Facebook legal experts, some of them will tell you that all dispatchers are illegal if they're not, working for a big firm. That is not true. Okay, independent dispatchers are perfectly legal, and it says so in the statute that the Federal Motor Carrier Association, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Association put out. Okay, and let's go right to that. Okay, we actually put up something a while back, which kind of dispelled the myth versus reality. And here it is right here: dispatch firms, legal or rogue. Okay, and we posted what the Federal Motor Carrier statute is, which is statute 49 CFR 371. That is the official legal statute that the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Agency has up, and that they declare what's legal, who's legal and who's not, and how are you legal. Now, you all don't have to take my word for it. We'll go ahead and go straight to it, to the actual, we Googled it and pulled it up for you. And you will see this is directly in correspondence with what we posted, and it tells you exactly what this is. But let's go to it right to Google and look at the Legal Information Institute, 49 CFR 371, subsection 2, definition of a broker means a person. Okay, this is what a broker is. Means a person who, for compensation, arranges or offers to arrange the transportation of property by an authorized motor carrier, motor carriers, or persons who are employees or bona fide agents. Now, it did not say employees are bona fide agents. It says who are employees or bona fide agents. Now, those of you who don't know how to interpret legal terminology, let me help you out. Okay? When you have the word or in a legal statute, that is saying that that is two separate types of individuals. That's two separate classifications, two separate types of categories. You have employees of a broker, of a carrier, who can book freight for a carrier, and or not employees are, okay, hold on, my power cord slipped out. It didn't say employees are bona fide agents. That's not what it says. It says employees are bona fide agents, which means you can have employees of a dispatch firm like you have with these big companies like Swift and Warner, and they have a dispatcher who dispatches their company drivers out. That's one thing. Those are employees, okay? Or bona fide agents of carriers, okay? A bona fide agent is not an employee of the carrier. A bona fide agent is someone who is contracted with that carrier. And we're going to go on and it's going to explain that to you. Now that we've established that, okay, employees or bona fide agents of carriers are not brokers within the meaning of this section when they arrange or offer to arrange the transportation of shipments which they are authorized to transport, and which they have accepted and legally bound themselves to transport. Now let's go and break that down for those Facebook legal experts that you are read into. Okay, let's go and break that down so that we can explain to them how to read legal statutes. All right, what this is saying, let's break it down. When they arrange or offer to arrange, well, let's cover the part where it says that they are not brokers within the meaning of this section. What it's telling you is this. Brokers, if you are a bonded broker, you have to have a bond, insurance, DOT number, MC number, and your own authority. Hold on a second. Somebody's probably trying to get into us here.
Call for extension 2 to accept. Press 1 to send the voice.
This is Calvin with RBBS, and how can I help you?
How you doing, Calvin? It's Antoine. Right, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to find my condition. I found out like a couple months ago, but I hadn't been really working.
Okay. Yeah, Antoine, we're right in the middle of operational training right now, live on YouTube. So if you want to join us on the operational training, go to our Facebook page, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Click on it, and you'll see our link. You can join us. If not, I will call you back when we finish and see if we can find out where your extension is. If you send it into the right, first of all, we got to find out if you send it to the right email address. But we'll figure all that out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I apologize, as y'all see. I'm working 24/7 every day. It just never stops on my end. But back to what I was saying. What it is saying is that all brokers have to be bonded. All brokers have to be insured. All brokers have to have a DOT number. They have to have an authority. They have to have all those types of things. And it says that bona fide agents or employees of a carrier don't have to have that. That's basically what it's saying. That is how that is interpreted. But those Facebook and social media legal experts, those armchair lawyers that you all talk to on Facebook, who's always trying to tell you what you're doing is illegal. Okay? But we're going to show you just how you are legal, and the Federal Motor Carrier says so. Okay? All right. So that's what that means. Let's get down here to Section B. Section B says bona fide agent. Now, this is what describes a bona fide agent, which is what you are. Everyone who is coming into our platform, we bring you in as bona fide agents. And we teach you how to do this legally. And in doing this legally, there are certain rules that you have to follow, certain guidelines and parameters and procedures that you have to put in place to make you legal. Okay, and that's what we do. We show you how to do this legally. Okay, as a bona fide agent. All right, bona fide agents are persons who are part of the normal organizations of a motor carrier and perform duties under the carrier's directions, persuading to a if you have your mic open, please. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna mute everybody. Driving and that background noise is all right. If as a bona fide agent are persons who are part of the normal organizations of a motor carrier and perform duties under the carrier's direction, persuading to a pre-existing agreement. For those of you that don't know, that is a dispatch agreement. That's why the first thing that we train you all to do is to contact carriers, pitch them the pitch. How much money do you need to move your truck, which is our pitch, and then you send them your dispatch agreement for them to sign. That is your pre-existing agreement. Okay? That's your pre-existing agreement. That's the first thing that makes you legal. Okay? If you don't have that pre-existing agreement in place, you are not legal. All right? All right. Let's go on from there. Which provides for a continued relationship, precluding the exercise of discretion, which is an acronym for discretion, discreditor, on the part of the agent in allocating traffic between the carrier and others. All right. There it is in a nutshell, basically. A bona fide agent is legal, and a bona fide agent can dispatch freight, which a bona fide agent is a dispatcher. That's what an independent dispatcher is. A bona fide agent. Your dispatch agreement makes you legal. Now, here's what you can't do to be legal. You cannot just go and grab loads off of load boards and shotgun them out and just plaster them all over the place and then just shotgun them out for carriers just to pick and say, okay, I want that load, I want this load, I'll take this load, I'll take that load. If you're doing that, you are operating illegally. Okay? You are operating illegally. Why? Because carriers who you do not have under contract are grabbing loads that you are presenting as your own. That is illegal. That is what the Federal Motor Carrier Association is cracking down on. But if you have a signed dispatch agreement, Federal Motor Carrier does not care about you. They don't care about you if you have a signed dispatch agreement for the carrier you are dispatching for. And as a bona fide agent, because you are an independent contractor, you can contract with as many carriers as you can service. My dispatch firm, we service 317 carriers. 317 carriers. Now, do I book freight for all of them? No. Okay? But we use interns at the 3 universities here, Florida State, FAMU, and TCC, which is the community college. We use the internship program. And the interns, we give them a set of parameters and guidelines. They log in, they pick the companies that they want to do work for that day, and then they have the things laid out what they need to do. Okay? We use them to book freight. We use them to process you all's paperwork. We use them to help monitor the chat group and answer questions for you all from time to time. That's how we operate. We use interns. Why do we use interns? It's cheap. You don't have to pay them. You just have to grade them. Okay? And they do good work. Okay, that's what we do. But you all, when you're setting up your dispatch firm, you can hire sub-dispatchers. You can hire sub-agents to work for you. As long as you have a registered business, which means you have to have an EIN number, okay? And you have to have it registered as a LLC. You have to have it registered in your state as an LLC or a corporation or sole proprietorship or a partnership, however you want to register, but it has to be a registered business with a active EIN number. If you have that, you can go out and you can hire someone because you have a firm, you have a business. You can hire someone to work for your business and you can have them as sub-dispatchers. If you are under our platform where you are charging 10% on your dispatch fee and you hire sub-dispatch, let's say you go out there and you get yourself 25 carriers. Or let's say you go out there and get yourself 20 carriers. And then you want to go out but let's say you're having trouble trying to book freight for all 20 carriers because you only have so many hours in the day. Okay? Not much time to do it all. So you go out and you get those 20, carriers, now you need some help. So what you do is, you go out and you hire some sub-agents. You put an ad in the paper, you put an ad on Facebook, put an ad on LinkedIn, or ad on, what's the other one? Indeed, or Job Plus One, or whatever they call that. You put your ads out there, you say, hiring sub-dispatchers, okay? New dispatchers, okay? We will assign you, we will start you off with what? If you got 20 carriers and you need 4 dispatchers, or let's say you got 25 carriers, you need 5 dispatchers, they each get 5 carriers. That's simple. We will start you off with 5 carriers, and if you are experienced, you can word it how you want to word it, or pay them how you want to pay them. But how I would do it, if I was hiring dispatchers, I would give them each 5 carriers. Okay, if I've got 25 carriers, I would assign each dispatcher 5 carriers. Okay, these 5 carriers are currently booking 3 to 4 loads per week. Okay, dispatch fee is 10%. And as a new dispatcher with 0 experience, I would start them off with a 40-60 split. 40 their way, 60 your way on the dispatch fee. Okay? If they bring in their own carrier, if they go out and find a carrier and bring them in, I will flip-flop that back. They get 60%, you get 40%. Okay? For experienced dispatchers, you may want to give them 70-30. Okay? They get 70%, you get 30. If they bring in their own carriers. If they're using the carriers, but the carriers that you assign them is flip-flop the other way. You get the 70%, they get the 30%. You understand how that works? That's how I would do it. And this is how you build your network. Okay? But you are legal if you are following those guidelines. Now, one of the other guidelines that you have to follow is, right here where it says, for a continued relationship. Now, that continued relationship, that's your profile sheet. That continued relationship would mean they have to tell you, have to have a specific set of parameters of the loads that you need to find. You can't just sign someone up and then just go shotgun them loads. You still can't shotgun them loads because only a broker can take ownership of loads that they have on the contract and they can shotgun them out. You can't shotgun loads out. What you can do is just what we teach you all to do, just what we train you all to do. Find your carrier, contact your carrier. Pitch your carrier. Hey, Mr. Carrier, how much money do you need to move your truck? Okay? Pitch your carrier. Once you pitch your carrier agrees to it, say, yeah, I like that. Go and sign me up. Bam. Go ahead and send the carrier your dispatch agreement. Along with that, you send them your profile sheet. Okay? Your profile sheet is going to outline what that carrier wants, what type of load that carrier wants. I want loads that's paying $2.25 per mile if it's going more than 500 miles. For loads that's going less than 500 miles, I want loads that are paying $2.75 or $3.10 per mile or better. Number 2, I want loads that keeps me out of the mountains because I do not feel comfortable driving in the mountains. So find me loads that run on the bottom half of the United States. Number 3, I want loads that don't weigh more than 40,000 pounds, and I don't like carrying heavy loads. Okay, as long as you got that type of setup, dispatch agreement, profile sheet filled out, now the carrier is giving you specific references or specific items that he needs, that he wants in a load. He's giving you specific characteristics. You are no longer shotgunning loads. That is what is illegal. Okay, that is illegal when you are shotgunning loads. But he is now giving you what? A signed dispatch agreement. That is your pre-existing agreement. And you have a profile sheet that tells you exactly what you want. That is your continued relationship. Now, all you got to do now is go find loads wherever the hell you want to get them from. It doesn't matter where you get them from. You can get those out of a garbage can if you can find them there and present it to your carrier. But those loads must fit the parameters of what that carrier has outlined. Simple as that. It really is just that simple. You can get loads from load boards. You can get loads from shippers. You can get loads from brokers. You can get loads from Walmart. You can get loads from, like I said, from the garbage dump or from the garbage can. Wherever you can find loads at, you can get them if they fit your carrier's parameters. All right? So that's what makes you legal. Now, the rest of this goes on to explain what brokerage is or brokerage service is the arranging of transportation of physical movement of a motor vehicle or, hold on, get this out of the way, or of property. It can be performed on behalf of a motor carrier, consigned or consignee. Further clarification that those can be consigned out to who? Bona fide agents, independent dispatchers, as long as you're operating legally. Non-broker service is all other services performed by a broker or on behalf of a motor carrier, consignor, or consignee. Now, any questions on legality? Does anybody have any questions on legality? Talk to me. Y'all know my policy on not talking to me. I break out in song if I don't have nobody talking to me. Nobody wants to talk to me. Come on now, come and talk to me. It's Sunday now. I don't sing very well on Sundays. Especially when I'm not in the bathroom.
Hey, Kev.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tony Wash.
Good morning, Tony.
Just want to piggyback on what you were saying. So this is what all the major companies are doing as far as hiring their dispatchers for their company to book them loads. So each trucking company that we go to, when we go in that office as posing as a person of interest for the job position that's been posted as a truck driver, then the people that we associate with, which are their dispatchers, is our dispatchers. And those are the ones that make the phone calls to shippers to get that load. And the trucking companies call them dispatchers, but they are employees. Okay, that's why I said, that's why, because if you are working for a large carrier group, now if you're working for a large carrier group and that carrier group has company drivers, talking about company drivers, okay, when that carrier has company drivers, that is a large carrier group, they call them dispatch, but they are in fact employees. They are employed. They are W-2 employees. Okay, but as you mentioned before, yes, that's how they hire them. Okay, and that's what the statute says right here: employees or bona fide agents. Now, bona fide agent is someone outside of the employee scope of that carrier, which means they're not employees of the carrier. You're independent. Okay, you don't have to be there at a certain time every morning. You don't have to be on site like they have to be. You don't have to. You're independent. You're your own company. You are offering your services to a carrier. Mostly you're offering your services to who? Owner operators. Right.
Or small carrier groups. Right? You can offer your service to a large carrier group. I know some of my students signed on carriers that's got 100 trucks in their outfit, and they dispatch for all of them. Now that's not a large carrier group. That's not a small carrier group either. That's kind of like a mid-size, that's kind of like a medium-range carrier group, which is great for someone like ourselves. Okay, but as long as you are following those guidelines, you are within the statute limitations of being a legalized dispatcher, which makes you legal.
Kevin, if I can the back office for the 91 load boards, it's actually a carrier company on there that advertise themselves available to pull loads.
Yeah,
it's one of the options. Well, one of the options that we have on the 91 load boards in the back office. I did my little homework on some of them and seeing what they, have available as far as commodity, and as well as when I found out, when I was like, oh, I have to mention this to the group to see if anybody, paid attention to that.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, here, I'm going to click on it and go to it here real quick and show you what that is. This is because in our back office, we provide our students with access to several payload boards and about 901 freeload boards. Okay, and this is what he's talking about. The 901 freeload boards takes you there, and some of them are great, some of them are trash, some of them are mediocre. Yeah. But it's up to you to go through them and kind of go through them and kind of click on them and see what they're all about. ATS logistics. You got a whole bunch of them back here. A whole bunch of them. Okay, you can go in here. You can use these load boards, and they're absolutely free. So if you want access to a ton of load boards, we give you access to a ton of load boards. That's one of the things that we provide. Now, but yeah, great point. And I want to say thank you to both you and Tony for participating this morning. We appreciate you all a hell of a whole lot. Before we go any further, I want to congratulate. I don't know if they're on here this morning, but we are done with the legality thing. Okay, so we put the legality thing to rest. Okay, that's been put to rest. Anybody that tells you that you are not legal, you can tell them to kiss my. Well, y'all know what y'all can tell them. Y'all know what y'all can tell them. But anyway, we put that to rest. You all are legal. Okay, dispatchers are legal as long as they are operating within the legal guidelines of the statute. All right, we got I want to say congratulations to one of our new people who got their carriers and started booking freight. Didn't take them long either. I think they've only been with us for about, let me see if I can find out who this is. They've only been with us for a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. And they're a couple. They're a team. I think they're husband and wife. They got the same last name, but they are a team. And that would be, if I'm not mistaken, let me see who that would be. That would be, I know they booked freight this week. So I saw them. I saw it in the back. I saw it on the interns where they was talking to them about their invoices. We reached out and congratulated them earlier this week. But anyway, there we go. Tyrone Alexander and Michelle Birch. So I don't know if they're on here today. If they're not, congratulations. I just want to make a shout out to them on live YouTube so everybody would know that they are booking freight. But yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Birch, I appreciate you all. You all jumped right in. You took the bull by the horn and you just went straight on in and started doing what you need to do. And that's how you do this. And we appreciate you all for things that you are doing. And if I do tell you, I think they're getting 100% of their commission because they are on the 100% plan where they get the full 10% of their load fee, and they just pay the $19.99 subscription fee to our platform. All right, so they're on that plan. Okay, let's continue on. But legality is covered, so let's get rid of the legality stuff. That is all covered. You might as well go ahead and put that to rest. All right, and that is if anybody asks you what makes you legal, you can tell them Federal Motor Carrier Statute 49 CFR 371-2 subsection A, B, and C, and D. That's what makes me legal. Go back and go read it sometime. Reading is fundamental. Mine is a terrible thing to waste. All right, let's go ahead and get out of that. All right, you all are now legal. Good morning, Charles Monday. How you doing? Good morning, Mr. Paul Cruz. Got some late comments here this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, just letting everybody know that they are legal and how they can respond to all these people that say that they are not legal.
You still got to deal with that nonsense?
Yeah, I know, but you know how it is. You got all these social media lawyers. I had this one girl. She sent me a whole paragraph. Oh, you know, Federal carriers is cracking down on you guys. This, and that. Yeah, go right ahead. Let them crack down. So we got dispatch agreements in place. You know, so yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, people always trying to throw salt on a good thing, but I think that's all. And add a little pepper with it, and put a little steak and onions on it, and put it to some heat, and then we eat. That's what I do with it. That's what I do with it. When people throw salt my way, I say thank you, cause I'm going to spice up my food with it. That's what I'm going to do. But anyway, look, y'all. When you're happy and you're making money and you're happy with what you do, look, you don't sweat the small stuff. And the second part of that is what? It's all small stuff. So you know, we don't sweat the small stuff, and that's the point that we're trying to get you all to. We're trying to get y'all to the point where you don't have to worry about going to a job every day. We're trying to get you to the point to where you all get to the point to where you are self-sufficient. You can just pretty much make money at will. And Charles Monday will attest to that. Sarita Mitchell, a whole bunch of people, they will attest to that. You know, there's nothing better than waking up knowing that you are in control. Nothing better than that. You're talking about freedom, something that literally frees you. This business will free you if you follow the proper steps. If you do this the way we instruct you to do it, I'm telling you, this business will free you from my nieces and nephews. They come over and they think I'm a bum because I don't go to work. You know, I mean, they think I'm a bum. They think I'm living off my wife. I don't go to work. You know, they come over. They say, you know, why your dog got his own chair? I said, because he's my dog. You know, we spend all day together. She said, see, you can do that because you don't never go to work. I said, what y'all think I'm a bum? They go, well, I mean, you don't go to work. You know? I said, yeah, but that's where freedom brings you. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've laid to rest the legality. Legality has been laid to rest. So let's put that to bed. Night, legality. All right. Now, one of the other things I want to go over with you all is, oh yeah, we have updated you all's website, the National Network of Dispatchers. We've updated the site that you all use to promote your individual businesses, which is at mydispatcher.org. That's you all's back office site, and the one that we present to the public, the Who Are We page. If you notice here, we've done some updates to it. It basically says we updated our description, where it tells you how many dispatch firms we have, a network of more than 900 independent logistics freight dispatching firms networking to locate your desired loads. Okay, built by owner-operators for owner-operators, so we understand every carrier is unique in their load pricing needs. Our National Dispatchers Network will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. And as you can see here, we've gone on down here and we've added, we make sure we've got it up to date. Everyone who has submitted their profile for their toll-free numbers and their extensions and their eFax line and things like that, if you submitted that properly to the proper email address, which is dispatch@rbbstransport.com. Okay, if you submitted that properly to the right place, in the right format, you are on here. If you have not, you are not on here. Okay? Now, we had some people who sent some stuff in. It is not in the proper format. I want to stress to you all again. When you did your orientation, you had 3 sets of instructions. That third set of instructions explains to you where to go and how to submit your profile form. Okay? If you didn't follow those instructions, you just send us something and say, hey, I want my toll-free numbers, guess what? You ain't getting your toll-free numbers because you haven't given us the information we asked for. If you did not follow those instructions and send that in correctly, you're not going to get that toll-free number. You're not going to get those extensions. You're not going to get that e-fax line. You're not going to get the dedicated domain email address until you follow the instructions and do it in the proper format. Why? Because our interns, they have a ton of stuff to do. They have a ton of stuff to do. Last week alone, they processed over 180 invoices. That's a lot of invoices to process. Okay? We're processing about 12 new signups per day. That's a lot of new people to process and sign up. And they're sending in their sheets, you know, at least 3 or 4 a day to get their toll-free numbers and stuff. Okay, now they do all of the profile processing on Friday. So don't keep calling up or sending emails back 10, 20 times during the week saying, hey, I get my profile sheet in on Monday. It's Wednesday. I don't have it. Where's it at? It's kind of like a little, you know, I'm not mad at nobody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you're clogging up the system unnecessarily. Because if you watch your orientation video like you should have, like you were instructed to watch all 1 hour and 40 minutes of it, you heard me say, don't call us or ask us about your profile sheet because you're not going to get it until Friday. We tell you that. You're not going to receive it until Friday. If you send it in before close of business on Thursday, you will get it on Friday, which means if you send it in on Monday, you're going to get it on Friday. Send it on Tuesday, you're going to get it on Friday. Send it on Wednesday, you're going to get it on Friday. Send it on Thursday, you're going to get it on Friday. Send it on Friday, you're going to get it the next Friday. Okay, let's be clear about that. Okay? This is why we have the instructions after each phase of your getting implemented into our platform. Because we want to set you all on a path of following the instructions and doing things in the proper steps that they should be done in. Because if you don't do that, when you get to the platform, guess what? You're going to want to do things your own way. And Charles Money, what happens when you try to do things your own way? Y'all think I'm picking on Charles? I'm not.
It doesn't work.
Exactly. I'm not picking on Charles, but Charles can tell y'all from experience. Because he did it. He did it like some of y'all try to do. You try to do it your own way. And he can tell you from experience. And he is arguably one of the most successful students that I have right now. Why? Because he, after 30 days, he learned his lesson. He started doing it our way. And now he books 27 to 32 loads a week. Okay? He is Mr. National Hip Bank. That's who he is. So I'm telling y'all, follow the steps, follow the positions. It is done that way for a reason. It is done that way to put y'all on that path, get you all accustomed to doing things in procedure and in steps. Because this business is all about what? Repeating the process over and over and over and over and over again. And if you don't learn the steps, you're gonna be repeating what? The bad process over and over and over again. So follow the steps, follow the system, and I guarantee you, if you follow the system and you follow the steps, the system will work for you. All right. Let's go back and mute everybody again. Now remember, if you're not asking, keep your microphone muted because the background noise comes over and it interrupts with the sound quality. When we put this on YouTube, you got all that background noise, and I promise you, these mics hear everything. They really do. They hear everything. They hear everything. And if you don't want yourself on camera on YouTube, turn your camera monitors off, because if you don't have your monitor off, then you're going to be on YouTube, and I don't know if you want people to see you on YouTube all the time, but that's how it's going to be, okay? Just letting you all know, okay? Just giving you a heads up, letting you all know. All right. You all can still see my screen, right?
This is Reggie Martin. You keep cutting. You keep cutting on and off.
I keep cutting on and off. Okay. Is anyone else having that problem?
Yes.
All right. The reason why that is because all right. You see, if y'all look at, I don't know if y'all can see it, but on my screen, can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I see where you got the names with the extensions on.
All right, great. On my screen, that's what you all see. That's what you all see on your screen. What I see is when people cut in with their own cameras and it broadcasts dim. You're seeing dim. Now on YouTube, what's going to happen is when you do that, it's going to be showing you and not my screen because it's recorded. And when each time someone breaks in, it chops me off for a brief second. Then I have to reconnect. That's why I keep telling you all, keep your monitors off. Not your monitor, but your camera that shows you. Don't. How can I say it? Keep it the way it's not projecting until you want to ask a question. Now, if you want to ask a question and be on camera, fine. Go ahead and turn it on and ask your question. But then when you go off, turn it back off. Also, if you're not asking a question, mute your mic back. It's that little microphone area. Just click it and just remute it back. Mute yourself because your background noise interferes with the sound quality. Okay? Let me turn my mic up a little bit. All right, I'm turning my mic all the way up. All right, is that better?
You're really good now.
All right, yeah.
I'm the guy with his white T-shirt. I'm not on now, right?
No, you're not on.
Okay.
All right. But everyone is now listed on here that should be listed on here if you follow the proper procedure. Okay, and so, but everything is done in proper procedure because we have so much to do. And if you all don't follow proper procedure, it clogs things up and it causes delays and things like that. Okay, so just remember, everything works smoothly when you follow the proper steps and the proper procedure. All right, let's move on. Moving on. Okay, let's go back up into the back office area. Now, for those of you who are here just to kind of see what we got going on, you're not part of the platform. If you all are just here for a peek and see, this is our back office area. This is the website that we operate from. Okay, everyone who is enrolled gets access to the site, and there are certain areas of the site that are secure, which means you've got to have a username and password, and you're only gonna get a username and password after you have, first of all, enrolled. Secondly, completed your basic knowledge quiz. Thirdly, subscribe and watch the orientation video on our orientation channel. And fourth, completed all of the steps of the 3 sets of instructions that are underneath that video. Okay? Okay? 3 steps that are underneath that video. Okay? All right? So that's where they are. Okay? After you've done that, then you get access. Okay? Those instructions tells you how to get access. But until you've done those, you don't get access. Okay? You must get access on those things first. Yes, bona fide agent job, awesome. It is. It is an awesome job. It really is. Okay? It is an awesome job. All right. Let's go on. All right. Let's go over some of the changes that they made to U-Ship. All right. Someone informed me one of our new agents, one of our new members, one of our new students who was following our instructions on how to combine, how to use both U-Ship and Central Dispatch, and how to make as much money as you want to make by using U-Ship and Central Dispatch. Okay, one of our that was doing that. Matter of fact, let's go to Central Dispatch here. But he informed me that U-Ship has changed the way they pay out. They have changed the payment process. Okay. Now, when you win a bid, on U-Ship. When you win a bid on U-Ship, okay? Now when you win a bid, let's go ahead and look for some shipments here real quick. All right. So you come on U-Ship and you're looking for, let's go ahead and look for some cars, because that's the thing you're going to be bidding on. Because those are the things that you can kind of undercut and bid and pretty much guarantee yourself to win these bids. Let's look at some the categories. And let's look at vehicles and boats. And look at cars and light trucks. All right. When you're on U-Ship, when you are on U-Ship, okay, one of the things you have to look at is this, okay? They have now changed the way they do their payment options, the way they process the payments. Payments are no longer processed the way they normally used to be processed. What they do now is, let's say you come on here and you have this bid right here that says, where's the, hold up here. Where are we at here? I got to get rid of some of this stuff so I can see. Let's say you got a bid on here for delivery trip details. Here's a bid on here for, it looks like somebody's been, we probably got some people on here that are, I think he's working it too, but here's a bid for $1,259. Here's one for $956. All right, the 9 quotes and some stuff like that. Now what happens is, if you win that bid, what U-Ship does is they now collect that money from the person who put that item up. Okay, that private shipper. They go ahead and collect that money from them, and they deposit that money into an escrow account. Okay, that money is now deposited into an escrow account. So when you're a carrier, when you find a carrier that runs that load and drops that load, and they sign off on it, whatever, then that's when U-Ship releases the funds to you, the person who won the bid. And then you are responsible for paying that carrier. Okay? So, it doesn't change anything. It just changes a little bit of how you operate. Okay? You still can do it. You still can make all the money you want to make. You just have to change the way you operate. You know, you can't pay the carrier up front unless you want to pay him out of your pocket. Okay? You can't advance him, you know, half his money up front unless you want to pay him out of your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? But you still offer the carrier more money than he normally would have been making on running loads like that, and carriers would be more than happy to go and pick that load up with the way that we showed you all how to do it. If you want to know how to do that, go back and watch the number 43 or number 40 video, which tells you, which says auto hauls, how to use auto hauls. It is labeled auto hauls, so you'll be able to look that video up. Okay, but that is the change. That's the change. Okay. Other than that, no change. Now, with that being said, another thing I want to let y'all know is don't get confused by this. Do not get confused by this. When you're using both U-Ship and Central Dispatch, you're going to have 2 BOLs. Okay, it's the same BOL. It's just that each company generates their own. Why? Because they have their own internal paperwork that they have to file with the IRS. That's all it is. It doesn't mean that you have 2 different loads. No. It's just 2 different BOLs from each company. Okay? You have a BOL for the company that generated that load, and a BOL for the company that generated the pickup of that load. Plain and simple. That's all that is. Okay? So you will have 2 BOLs. But don't let that confuse you. Don't let that get you all off track and thinking something else, because it doesn't mean anything. It's just that each company has their own paperwork. They have their own internal type of paperwork they have to file. All right. So any questions about that part of it, talking about the change? We don't want to get into the auto hauling training today, because we've already done that. We have a full hour and a half of training that we did on that a couple of weeks ago. You more than welcome to go back and pull those up.
Excuse me, on the procedure you first said that you would get 30%, and then he would get paid at the end of the trip. That no longer works? Exactly.
Because U-Ship has now changed, unless you want to pay them that 30% out your pocket.
Okay, you mean the 70%?
Well, whatever you want to pay the carrier. If you're telling the carrier that they can get a cash advance of 30% up front when they pick the load up, you have to pay that out your pocket if you want to do that based on the way you ship process the paperwork now. The way you ship process their payment now is they have all the money. They take all the money from the person who posted that load. When you win that bid, whatever the winning bid is, they're going to deposit that money into an escrow account. It's not your account. It's not the person's account who put the load up. It is U-Ship's escrow account. When that load is picked up and dropped and delivered and it is signed off on, and that person who put that load up there goes on U-Ship, says my car has been delivered on time, everything is great, fine, bam. U-Ship then releases that money to what? Your account. And then you have to pay the carrier. It's still, that's the only thing that's changed.
What about damages?
What about damages? It's gonna tell the carrier, that's what the carrier, insurance is for. That's gonna be charged to the carrier insurance.
But that'll hold up our money though, won't it?
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's not really gonna hold up the money because that's an insurance claim. If there is damage, it may delay it a little bit, but the insurance claim is still gonna sell on it. And how many times are you gonna have a carrier that's gonna damage a car? That's like 1 out of every 1,000 moves.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't look. I've been doing this for how many years? And I've had maybe 5 or 6 carriers that actually have had an accident and damaged the equipment. I even had a couple of carriers that have had accidents and killed someone. They've had fatal accidents where the person they hit got killed. But that's just the nature of the business, and that's what insurance is for. That's why those carriers got to have all that insurance. That's why the brokers got to have $1.2 million of insurance. That's why the carriers got to have almost $1 million of insurance. That's why you have all that. That's why you have all that insurance. You understand? But if you went through life worrying about what could happen, or but that's what the insurance is for, just in case shit happens. And guess what? Shit does happen. Especially in this industry, it does happen. But
yes,
does it happen to the point to where you got to worry yourself about it? No. When it happens, when it does happen, guess what? Just deal with it. Deal with it calmly. I mean, it just happens. Things happen. That's why carriers have insurance. That's why when you book a carrier, one of the things you need to do is do what, Charles? Check what?
Check your CSA scores, everything. ELT,
exactly.
all that stuff.
Exactly. When you sign up a carrier, it is your responsibility to check their CSA scores. It is your responsibility to check their safety rating. It is your responsibility to make sure that they have all the proper insurance. Okay? And if they check out, they got all the proper insurance, no matter what happens, you ain't got to worry about it. Why? Because the insurance has got it covered. As long as they're up to date, the insurance is good, is active, you're good. Okay? So, look, don't start worrying about stuff so much till it paralyzes you from making money.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Hello.
Tony Wash. I just want to once again piggyback on what you and Charles agreed to, and just let everybody know in the group that we are bona fide dispatchers, and it's only so much that we have to do, but to protect our own self or person or business or company, we have to do the things that we expect others to do for us, meaning give us receipts, give us copies, give us some type of proof you are legit for me to trust you, because I'm not just out here for the money. This is a business. So with that said, you have to print out copies of your carriers and put them on file. Yeah. When you check his satisfactory rate, whichever one you going to try to choose, conditional, but satisfactory, when you check that satisfactory rate, that's giving you enough, what can I say, confidence to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and trust him, because at least he's posted on Trucker's Path, and his profile qualifies him to pull a load.
Exactly.
His insurance is good. Everything is up to date. So just to let everybody know that, we have to do our due diligence and having proof on our end too. And it takes printing out. You got to print out a lot of stuff and categorize it, because you forget certain things. It's going to lead up to.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. And you don't necessarily have to print it. You can save it on your computer file.
Right.
Yeah, you put it in a Word file, whatever, save it, how you want to do it. And let's remember, you are bona fide agents. You are working under the carrier's authority, under the carrier's insurance, under the carrier's liability. That's what it means to be a bona fide agent. You have no, believe it or not, you have no liability. That's why I love this side of it. That's why we switched from being brokers to being bona fide agents, to being independent dispatchers. Why? Because we have no liability. Because all you're doing is finding loads for the carrier, and the carrier is one who is assuming all responsibility and liability. Now, it's a little bit different on U-Ship, because you are working with private individuals. You're not working with shippers. You're not working with big companies. You're not working with that type of thing. You are working with private individuals. And U-Ship is not a quote-unquote load board. It is a private, what's the word I'm looking for? It is a private site that connects people who have stuff that want to be shipped to people who can arrange for it to get shipped. That's all it is. That's why it's called U-Ship. That's all it is. So theirs is a little bit different, which means that you do have some liability in finding the carrier, make sure the load gets there. But other than that, that's it. Now, what happens doing shipment ultimately falls on the carrier, because it is the carriers who is assuming all responsibility once they pick up that load. Okay? All right. Any other questions on the U-Ship liability and how they pay and what's the process there? But if you want to know about how to connect U-Ship with Central Dispatch, go to number 40 or 43 on our operational training, and it will explain all that to you. Matter of fact, I posted it on our Facebook group page. You'll see it there. I also posted it into the chat group. For those of you who have access to the chat group, just post it into the chat group. Everyone who wants access to the Facebook group page, you can get access to it. Just post it there as well. And it's also, of course, on YouTube. All right. Moving on. All right, so we can get rid of the U-Ship and the Central Dispatch thing here. Let's take that off the chart, but we done covered that. All right. Bye-bye. Let's go over here to our page. All right. Let me cover this right here. All right. One of the things also that you all would notice here, if you go into our back office area, let's go to our back office area again. All right, you go back to the back office area. Oh, Haul House is now working properly again. The new login information is in the back office. Haul House is working properly. As you all can see, Mr. Glickstein has taken care of that problem for us, because that was the load board that he presented. He has taken care of that problem for us. He is one of our international students. He's from way down in the motherland. Well, he's in Israel, if I'm not mistaken, but he is way down there. But anyway, he's one of our international students. And in case those of you who are watching this, if you're from out of the country and you're wondering, can I do this from where I live at? Of course you can. If you have internet access, if you have a phone, knock yourself out. Let's go to work. Okay? We can make it happen for you. It doesn't matter where you're at. We have students all over the world. Let's see here. Okay, Haul House is working properly. You can find the truck with Haul House. If you want to find trucks with Haul House, they do have a truck search page. Just click where it says truck search, and it pulls up all trucks that are place themselves available, tells you where they are, what type of loads they want, and things like that. If you search for loads with Haul House, like anything else, you can find loads. Find loads. They have plenty of loads right now. Currently, Currently, Hall House has how many loads they have on here currently today? What's their load? What's their load rating look like today? You usually take. Oh, they've got 15,483 loads on here for today. So knock yourself out. Hall House is doing doing their thing. All right. So, but it's back up and working. In case you all wanted to know. Okay. I don't know who that is, but that background noise sounds like somebody was playing some classical music. Okay. All right. So Hall House is back up and working. That little service announcement there. All right. And you also would notice here in the back office we have changed the video format. Now, where you can come in, you can watch. Now you can access all of our operational training videos from the site. Okay, you operate from the site. You've got the introduction video here that we have that tells you about who we are, how we do stuff. I don't know if y'all have ever watched that, but that's a nice little video I put together with some nice little inspirational music that's going behind it there. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that's what it looks like. It's really, 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 kind of does the job there. Okay. All right. That does that job there. All right. Now, if you want to watch all the other training videos, we have them categorized in order. All you gotta do is click here. When you click on it, it's going to take you right over to the YouTube list, the YouTube area that we have, where we have them all listed in order. So now you all don't have to jump around to find out where the videos are and anything like that. You can go right to your back office area. You can click the video training area down there, and it lines them all up. Let's say that again now.
I said thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at some of the questions in the chat group, and I noticed that you all were having some difficulties in finding what videos or what's what. So what we did was went ahead and created the playlist, and every time we do a new operational training, we add it to the list, so it will always be in order. Now, what I would suggest is this. Now this starts with the #1 video first. Okay, the first one we did. Okay, #1. I wouldn't too much watch that unless you just want to know how we got started. How we started off. The first 5. No, up until the first 10. The first 10 were all on the old program. Okay, when we were brokers. This is when we were brokers and we were hiring people. Okay, you can go back and watch that stuff because there's some good stuff in there. Okay, there's some good stuff that gives some great advice on how to operate your business, great advice on how to build your business, great advice on how to manage your business. Okay, but that was when we were brokers and we were basically just hiring people and we were training our own people. After #10 is when we switched over from brokers to being independent dispatch firm and being a quote-unquote sole logistics learning center. Okay, that's when we switched over to being a true logistics learning center. Okay, all right. So from 10 on down, talks about the stuff that we're doing now. Okay, or somewhat what we're doing now. Some of the things that we did during that section, like 1, 2, 3, and things like that, we don't use 1, 2, because things change. And that's the great thing about our platform. Now, other platforms that you see out there that are freight broker training platforms, other platforms, what they do is this. They are still training you, and a lot of you will attest to this because a lot of you have taken some of those courses. They are still training you. They're still giving you training and information and procedures and stuff from the 70s and 80s. A lot of you not. Why? Because they are not real time. It's not real time training. It's not training in the moment. Because as you all know as well as I know, things change in this industry all the time. Okay? Before, carriers could run with no problems. You didn't have to worry about hours of service. Now they got hours of service. Before they had, all this other, all types of new changes that they have. There's new changes when it comes to how you can operate as a dispatcher. New changes how you can operate as a broker. New changes for how load boards can be used. New changes for how carriers can operate and what they can do and what they can't. All the time things change. New stuff comes in. Some stuff is no longer done that way. Old stuff go out. So by our platform being an in-the-moment platform, which means it is a self-paced, it is in the moment, and it is in real time, which means when changes happen, we bring them to you. We train you, and our videos reflect up-to-date training every single week, because every single week we are training you, we're coming to you with new stuff. You should change their way they pay. For a long time it operated the other way. I was still under the assumption that it still operated that way. Someone informed me, no, it doesn't operate that anymore. So guess what we do? We adapt and we present those changes to you. This is why our platform is valued the way it is over other platforms. Okay? Because we do stuff in the now, in the moment. Okay? So this is an in the moment type of training, which is miles ahead of what everyone else does. Everyone else, they just have a set ebook or a class or whatever they send out to you. It's always the same thing, and they give you a set number, they give you a set time that you have to finish their course. 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is. When that time ends, whether you're ready or not, bye. Here's your certificate. Shake my hand. I hope you make some money. By the way, thank you for the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000 you just paid me. That's how they work. I'm not lying. If anybody think I'm lying, tell me, say, Calvin, you were lying like Brett Kavanaugh. I'm sorry, I should have done that. I should have done that. Okay. We don't know if Mr. Kavanaugh is lying. I suspect he is lying. But I should have done that. But if you think I'm lying, let me know. Say, hey, Mr. Butler, I don't have any confidence in that statement you just made. But yeah, we are in the now. We are in the now. I know a lot of y'all don't like my humor, but guess what? It don't matter. I don't care. It's my party. I can cry if I want to. All right. But that's our training. Our training is in the now. So what I would do if I were you all, I would go in here and I would scroll all the way down and I would start from the latest video and I work my way back. Because that way, if you start from the latest one, you work your way back, you are up to date on stuff. Versus starting here on stuff that's kind of maybe outdated or may no longer apply. So I would come in and start from here and work my way back down. And I probably wouldn't go anywhere past number 20. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably wouldn't go anywhere past number 20. When you get number 20, that's probably where I would stop. Because by the time you get number 20, you got it all. You should have it all. Actually, within the first 10, when you get down to number 30, you should have it all. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. When you hit number 30, you should have everything that you should have. Excuse me for a second. I keep unplugging my plug. I'm sorry, it's my big size 14 feet. They keep hitting the plug. I got feet like clown shoes. I don't know if y'all ever seen my feet, but my God, they're like clown feet. But anyway, my size 14 keep hitting the cord and keep pulling it loose. Okay, but anyway, but that's what I would do if I was watching the training videos. Also, what we are doing is this. Also, what we're going to be doing, we are going to be adding this week, we're going to be adding a video training page to the back office site. Now, just like you're able to click on this video here and watch it on the site, you're going to be able to do that for all the videos. We're going to actually have a page, a secure login page, just like all the others. This is going to be a secure section of the site. It's going to be video training, operational training. Okay? In that operational training area of the site, you're going to be able to click on each video. Each video is going to be labeled and tell you what that video is about. It's going to give you a short, brief synopsis of what that video is, and each video is going to have its own face on that area, and you're going to be able to click on the one you want to watch and watch it on the site. You're never going to have to leave the back office to watch the videos. Okay? You're going to be able to watch them all on the site and never have to leave the site instead of bouncing around from site to site to site to site to site. So that's going to be coming this week. So look for that this week. We will make those changes, and they will be on the site this week. So we're upgrading that for you. All right. All right. We spent about an hour. Now let's get into some Q&A. And those are the changes that I wanted to bring y'all up to date on this morning. Let's do some Q&A. If anybody has any questions or they want us to go over the script, anything like that, let us know, and we'll do that for you. And we'll open up our question and answer phase this Sunday morning. I'm not going to keep you all too long. We're going to have about an hour of Q&A, and then we're going to call it, because I don't want to keep you all too long, because this is Sunday, and this is a makeup training. So Q&A session is now open. Remember, for those of you who don't know, who are not part of our platform, our students have access to our chat group, which has a ton of members in it. These are all the members that are in our chat group. At any time, you can have anywhere from 5 or 6 to a couple of hundred people on here. But there seems to be someone on here 24 hours, 7 days a week, always, and they're always asking questions, answering questions, and helping each other to find the answers that they need. This is where you go during the week to ask your questions and get the things you need to know. Okay? If you want to know anything, this is where you go during the week. You ask your questions, and someone on here will do their best to try and help you. To try and help you. Someone says, "Will someone please tell me how to join the live training and see what you're seeing?" Look, if you're on the chat group, all you got to do is stroll up. Okay? It's like stuff is just above your head. A lot of times y'all in the chat group, you'll be asking questions, and the answer to that question is just above when you ask the question there. All you got to do is just stroll back up sometimes. Just try strolling back sometimes. Just stroll back up. So this person is asking about how to get into the chat group, but as you all can see, just above her question, there's the question right there. There's a question right there. Now, if they would have just, there's a question right there. But if you look up right here, what does that say? Join our online operational training. There's the link right there. Let's click on it. Okay, but yeah, just all you gotta do sometimes is just stroll up. If you're looking for something, you ask a question to. A lot of times it's right there already. Okay, so but just letting y'all know that, so y'all know that. All right. Let's get to our Q&A. Questions. Talk to me. Everybody, talk to me. Tell me what you got on your mind. Ask me some questions so we can get an answer for you.
Quick question.
Okay.
Is there a profile sheet in the back office?
Yeah, it's my grandmama had a saying. My grandmama said, "Boy, I didn't sleep with you last night." So when you come into my house, introduce yourself. Say good morning. So tell everybody. All right. Yes, there's a profile sheet. And first of all, who are we speaking with?
This is Ron. This is Ron.
Hey, Ron. What's up, man? Good morning.
How you doing this morning? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. But your grandma, you said that you did it. Boy, you didn't sleep in this house last night.
Sounds like something she would say.
Yeah, you don't come to my house and just start talking. You don't say good morning to nobody. Yeah, there is a profile sheet. If you are on our chat group, let's go over to the chat group. If you stroll down over here to the right of the chat group, you have all the members listed. Okay, all the members listed over here to the right. Okay, If you scroll all the way down, let me get down all the way down to the bottom. You scroll all the way down the check group, you see an area down there that says shared documents. These are, yeah, you can see we got a lot of members in the chat group, so we're strolling for a minute here. Now, when you got close to 1,000 people, you know, in our platform. All right, here we go. When you get down to the, where it says shared files, these are all the files, documents that we've ever shared onto the chat group. And there's one right there that says the carrier profiles. Carrier profiles, switch dispatch carrier profile, different companies, different dispatchers, dispatch firms, students, they post their version of their carrier profiles on here. Pick one of them, copy it, use it, you know, it's yours. Okay? That's why they're there.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
So they're all right there. You click on that one. Let's save that and let's open this one up. Let's open this one up. Let's open this one up. Carrier profile. Open it up and show you what it looks like. This is what someone else put on here. Someone else did a carrier profile, and here's how it looks. This is Quantum's carrier profile. Carrier profile. Please fill out the profile as we discussed to better fill your custom needs. I like that. I like that, Quantum. I like that. Note, the below parameters are just minimums. Our goal is to always exceed and get you the best loads possible. I love that. Now, look, a lot of this business is thinking outside the box, okay, and to make your business pop. Boom, pop, stand above everybody else. A lot of this is thinking outside the box. A lot of this is common sense. A lot of this is knowing the things that we are trying to, that we provide for you in the back office. And I'm going to give you an example in just a second, okay? But this is the profile sheet. This is something that's thinking outside the box, things, you know, some stuff, some ad-lib stuff to make your business pop, all right? You have your name, your company name, home address, equipment type, van, flatbed, or reefer, etc. Equipment size, 48 foot or 53 foot, etc. Max weight, 45,000 pounds. You put in there what weight, max weight you want to carry, 40,000 pounds. No more than 30,000 pounds, whatever the case may be. Minimum cost per mile, CPM, $2.25 per mile, etc. So whatever your minimum mileage is, you put it right here. Preferred distance run, 300, 600 miles, whatever your preferred distance is. Region you want to run, keep me south, take me to the money, etc. Look, this is a great profile. Okay, let me commend Quantum. Okay, I don't know who Quantum is. I got to look and see whose company that is. If the owner of Quantum is on here, we applaud you. Okay, stand up and take a bow because this is a great profile. Okay, all right, this is a great profile. Special permits you have, you know, hazmat, tweak, all that type of stuff, and other notes, requests. This is a great profile sheet. Okay, so if you all want to use this one, pull it up and use it. Okay, pull it up and use it because it is a great profile sheet. Okay, all right. I'm not going to post it in the PDF because we have some people on here who do not belong to our platform. So if you want access to our tools and resources, you're going to have to enroll and join our platform. Okay, but this is a nice profile. Some people will probably just, you know, pause this and copy it. That's fine. That's what our videos are for. You know, our videos are free. We give away this stuff all the time. You know, our video training, we give it away. I've had people to actually send me money. I had one gentleman sent me about $5,500, sent me a cashier's check. I had to call the man up and say, "What's this for?" He said, "That's what I owe you." I said, "For what?" "I don't have nothing on our site that costs $5,500. He's like, "No," he said, I and I don't think you're one of our enrolled members, so what are you paying me for? He said, "Well, because I watch your videos, you know, that you have on YouTube, and just by watching your videos, after about a month, I started booking 6-7 loads a day." I'm like, "Oh, okay." "Well, congratulations." He goes, "Well, I figured I owed you." I said, "Look, man, you don't owe me anything." He said, "Nah, I owed you." I tried to send him his money back. Guess what? It came right back to me. It's $500. So, look, that type of stuff we give away. Okay, and the reason why we give it away, All right, we actually give away more pertinent information, more useful information, more information that helps you to earn real money than everybody else charges you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000 for. Let that sink in for a minute. We have more than 44 videos on YouTube, all of them anywhere from 2 to 3 hours long. Okay? That's a lot of hours of free, useful information. A lot of hours of free, useful information, and we give that away freely. Every Saturday, we invite people to come here, down to our studio. As you all can see, we invite people to come here, down to our studio. We have another section in there where we do our Saturday training at, for people to come in, and if you're in the Tallahassee area, if any of you in the Tallahassee area, if anybody out there listening to my voice or seeing this video is in the Tallahassee area, come down to 2915 Sharon Road, Tallahassee, Florida, on Saturdays from 10:15 until 1 o'clock, and we'll teach you how to book right. We're going to charge you a dime. Come down, but you just have to be part of our live broadcast. You're going to be on camera, you're going to be on live broadcast, but come on down, we'll teach you how to book right. We're not going to charge you anything for that. Now, if you want access to our platform, to our tools, our resources, our network with close to 1,000 other members who are all there to help each other make money, help each other find loads, help each other to understand this industry. If you want access to several paid load boards and 91 free load boards, if you want to get your own toll-free extension, if you want your own e-fax line, okay, your own dedicated domain email address, access to over 19 million shippers, which we give you access to within our back office, okay? If you want that type of stuff, then you have to enroll. But all the other stuff, we give it away. Why? Because that's not the real value of what we offer. This is the real value of what we offer. For those of you who don't know, we do provide access to every shipper in the United States via our SIC code site. Okay? This is a federal government SIC code site where you get access to every shipper. All you do is you put in here what you're looking for. You're looking for, if you're looking for rocks, we'll put in rocks. If you're looking for rocks, it'll pull up every carrier that ships some type of rocks. Yeah, look at all these categories of rocks. There's over 72 categories. Each category has anywhere from 100 to 500 different types of shipping companies that ship some type of rock. You just click on any one of them, pulls it up, okay, and it goes in and tells you all these shipping companies that ship some type of rock. I mean, it really is just that. I mean, come on, man. Look at this. All these companies that ship some type of rock, just click one of them. You click one of them, bam, pulls up. Gives you the company's address, name of the company, their physical address, their phone number, their toll-free number, their fax number, their website, their email address. Gives you a brief description and profile of the company, who they are, what they ship, who they ship it to. Has a tool down here where you can get, tells you how much they pay to ship rocks to any state in the United States. Pulls it up. Here's this company here, pays for a pallet. They pay $85 a pallet. They pay a partial dry van $520 and a partial flatbed to ship it to Alabama. Okay, I don't know where this company at. This company is out of what's MD? Folsom MD, Maryland or something. I think that's Maryland. Is that Maryland? Yeah, I think that's Maryland. I might be wrong. Is that right? MD is Maryland? Okay, so from Maryland to Alabama, that's what they pay carriers to move their rocks. From Maryland to Maine, they pay a little bit more. They're paying for a 48-foot standard flatbed. They're paying $1,100. For standard dry van, they're paying $1,350. They're paying $95 a pallet. So I don't know, and this gives you access to more than 19 million shippers. We're not talking about some shippers. We're not talking about most shippers. We're talking about every shipper in the United States that is a registered business in the United States. And no shipper operates in the United States without paying taxes. And because this is a government site, you're never going to come on here and find a shipper that's not active. It's not like getting that list of stuff you get from other places you got to pay $500 for or pay $250 for after you paid them $3,000, $4,000, and $5,000, and then half the list is inactive. The company is not even in business. This is always an active list because as companies go out of business, the government updates the site. They take them off. As new companies come on, they add them on. Now, this is the valuable stuff that we give you, that we have that comes with our platform.
And Kevin?
Yeah.
Tony Walsh, I just wanted to also mention, too, that fine print that was on that one you just had up. That fine print is basically telling you that's an example of the prices or the quotes, but you have to call them exact information because it could be some good paying loads.
Exactly, because what they're doing is, because all that, and that's a great point, because all that's doing is telling you where they start their negotiations at. That's basically what they're telling you. We start our negotiations here, but that doesn't mean that that's where you got to wind up. So when you contact those shippers, you can start calling and say, hey, I see here that you all started to go together, started, fee of this, and this. What's the best you can do? I mean, you want to have to ask them that. They say, well, who the hell is you? Well, I'm sorry. My name is Tony Walsh, and I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers. I'm with Tony. What's the name of your company?
I'm actually using a platform. I don't have the name of the company yet.
Okay. Well, the name of my company. Yeah, my company's name is TW Logistics, and I'm a member of the National Network of Dispatchers, which is close to 1,000 dispatch firms strong, and we all have access to thousands of carriers. So we are more than well equipped to run the loads that you have. So what we like to do is I like the opportunity, to see if we can run at least 20 to 25% of the loads that you all have every day. Well, shoot. Well, Mr. Wash, how do we get connected with you all? What's your all's website address? How can I find out more about? Well, you can go over to mydispatcher.org, and you'll see a list of our of who we are and what we do, and a list of all of the dispatch firms that are within our network. Now, you mean to tell me you think if you did that for a shipper, and you're telling the shipper that because we are all independent dispatchers, right?
Right. They look for us, we look for them.
We're all, exactly, we're all independent dispatchers. That means that when you are working with one of our carriers, the carrier that you are working with will be the carrier that runs that load. Okay, we're not brokers. We don't just shotgun your loads out. We have carriers who are looking for certain type of loads. So when we match a load with your carrier, that's because that's what that carrier wants. Carrier's not going to come to you and say, well, I think I want this load. Let's negotiate on price. No. When you tell us what price your carrier has, what price that load has on it, right? And when our carrier wants that load, our carrier has given us specific details about what kind of money they need to run that load. And if your load matches their funding criteria, they are going to take that load. It's not going to be a question of if they want it or not. Only thing they're going to look at is see if is the money right. Now, if you tell that shipper that, when that shipper gets to that point, and that shipper goes on here, he starts scrolling through it. They got access to how many? All these dispatches? And all y'all work together, so if what? And they just scroll. Look at that. You just scroll. You don't think that's going to impress them? You don't think this is going to impress them?
New kids on the block.
This is the power of networking. This is the power when you say to them, we are the largest. Not we think we're the largest. We know we one of the largest. No, we are the largest network of independent dispatchers in the industry. There's not another network of dispatchers that all use the same platform, that all work together, that network together, that help each other find loads. You all share carriers. You all share. Come on, man. There's nothing else like this anywhere out there. Okay? And all this is put together to help you do what? Build your business. All right? So that's what you have at your disposal. Okay? And when you get into this back office, you'll realize that we offer a hell of a whole lot more than what everyone else is offering. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Come on, let's get some questions. Somebody ask me some questions about something. Talk to me. Talk to me. We got about 40 minutes. Come on now. I know y'all got questions. Every week on the chat, I see all these questions. I got calls Friday night. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got calls Friday night. I can go through my phone right here and tell you I got calls Friday night of some students that were calling me up at 1 o'clock in the morning, asking me questions, and now here it is, Saturday and Sunday, doing training. Nobody want to ask me no questions. What's up with that? y'all just like calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, my wife looking at me crazy.
Hey, Calvin, this is Rod again.
Hey, Rod, what's up?
Just another quick question about setting up. So if I send you the information that's been sent for my to set up with you guys for my email address, website, and all that, if it changes, how would we go about contacting you to change it, or is that possible?
Just send it back to the same. Send it back to the same email address. Give us your old information and say, I'd like to update my profile. Send it back to
simple enough.
Yeah, you just send it back to dispatch@RBBStransport.com. Send it back to there, and you just say, here's my old information, and I'd like to have it updated to my new information, which is, let's put it in there, and then the intern will get it, and they will update it. Just make sure in your email you put profile update. That way they'll know what it is. Okay? Just put your profile, put in the profile update request. That way they'll know exactly what it is, and they can go ahead and jump on that and get that done. All right? Any other questions? Come on, y'all. Talk to me now. Come and talk to me. I really want to see you, girl. I really want to know your name. See, now that's what happens when y'all don't talk. I just break out in song. You know, it's like that. And what's that condition where people just break out and start to curse?
Crazy.
Does anybody know what that is?
That's correct.
Yeah, I got a version of Tourette syndrome. If y'all don't ask me no questions, I just break out the song. Okay, I really do. Okay, somebody tried to ask a question, but what's up? All right. We got 2 minute mics open. If you are not asking a question, mute your mic. We got 2 minute mics open. All right, and only the person that needs to ask a question can have the mic unmuted. All right, let's try this again. Who has the question? If you have a question, if your mic is not working too good, go ahead and send me a link and send me the text and text it here. Just type it in here and send it. Okay. I'm going to answer Deidre Piles. Good morning, everyone. Deidre Piles in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hey, Deidre. Shout out to Deidre down in Indiana. Which video demonstrates a live call? It's the one that says live carrier call. Let's go to it. Let's find that one. It's the one that says live carrier call. Just going to click right on here where it says the videos. We're going to scroll down through these videos here. And I do believe it's the one that's way down here on the bottom. And I think it is right here. See, I think it's, yeah. See right here where it says start. And I try to put the picture that tells you a little bit about what this video is about. Okay? That's what I try to do. Like this one says make $1,000 a day. That's what that video is about. This one has the start. It tells you where to start and stuff like this. So I think if we click on that, let's click on that and see what happens. All right? Click on that one. And let's go down here and look at what's called. I'll be doggone. What did that say? Do y'all see what that says right there? What does that say right there? Live carrier call. Where to begin? Okay? That's what it is. But we're going to make that a little bit easier for you all. But just so you know, Deidre, that is video number, that's operational training number 41. Okay? Which is XL1. Roman numerals. That's what it is. Okay? Number 41. It's going to be this one right here. I'm going to copy and paste it for you. I'm going to copy and paste the link right to the video for you. Let's copy and paste the link right here for you. And you will have that right there. And there it is. Right there. Okay? You got that? There's your link. That's to your live call. That's one that has the live call in. Okay? I think the one we did last week has the role playing. I asked someone to be an asshole, and he was a perfect asshole too. If I do say so myself, he played that role to a hilt. He played that role to a hilt. So if you want to know how to handle a carrier that's being difficult, go back and watch last week's video. Because he was the perfect asshole. He did a great job. Okay? But go back and watch last week's video, and you'll see how we handle it. And this brings me to my next point. Thank you for that question, Deidre, by the way. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that question. But this brings us to another point. And that point is knowing your script. Because here's what knowing your script does. If you know your script, and your script is what? How much money do you need to move your truck? This is your script. Okay? This is the script we teach you. This is the script that we practice on. This is the script that we go over live with live carriers. We do everything. I mean, everything flows from this script. This script is what's going to get your dispatch agreement signed. This script is what's going to get your profile sheet filled out. This script is what's going to get you to booking 4 to 5 loads per week per carrier. Okay? This script is how you're going to make $1,000 per week, $1,000 a day, $100,000 per year, sitting at your house, booking freight. Okay? This script. How much money you need to move your truck? Because from this script, if you learn this script, okay, then no matter what they throw at you, no matter what a carrier, I don't care what the objection is, it does not matter. The only objection that they can say to you that would cause you to not be able to do anything with them, they say, you know what? I quit. I don't run freight no more. That is the only objection that they come up with that you can't combat, that you can't handle. The only objection you can't handle from knowing the script is, I'm sorry, I don't know where you got this information from, but I no longer drive trucks no more. I'm not even in the trucking industry no more. That's the only thing they can say that would cause you to say, you know what, I can't help you. So anything else that it says besides that, this script handles it. Okay? So this script basically says, well, you can read it verbatim, but I know it. Okay? Hey, sir, how you doing? How you doing? Hi, my name is Calvin Butler. I'm with the National Network of Dispatchers. And I have a question for you. What's that question? How much money do you need to move your truck? Man, what the hell are you talking about? But like I said, my name is Calvin Butler. I have a dispatch firm called the RBBS Transport LLC. And we're a member of the National Network of Dispatchers. And at the National Network of Dispatchers, we understand that not every carrier can move their truck for the same amount of money. But you have expenses that that only you have. So if we say to you that if you say to us that you need a load that pays more than $2.25 per mile, those are the only type of loads that we're going to look for. If you tell me you want loads that doesn't run up in the mountains because you don't like going up in the mountains, I'm only going to look for loads in the bottom half of the United States. If you tell me that I need loads that running less than 40,000 pounds, I'm only going to find loads that run less than 40,000 pounds. So in other words, when you see my number on your call ID, you know I got the kind of loads you want, going to the places you want to go, and paying the kind of money you want to get paid. How does that sound to you? Well, I already got a dispatcher. I understand that. I'm not trying to replace the dispatcher. I'm just offering you another option. In other words, if I called you up on one morning and you've already told me you want loads that's paying $3 per mile, and I called you up and said, hey, I've got 5 loads that are paying $3.75 per mile. I got one load that's paying $3.75 per mile. I got another load that's paying $4.25 a mile. I got another load that's paying $2.99 a mile. And your current dispatcher only has loads where you're paying $2.25 to $2.50 per mile. Which one are you going to take? I'm not trying to replace your dispatcher. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you another option. And remember, I'm only going to call you if I got the loads that's paying the kind of money you want to get paid and going places you want to go and pulling the kind of weight you want to be pulled. If I don't find something that matches what you told me to look for, guess what? I'm not going to bother you. Nothing changes. You don't lose anything at all. All you can do with me is gain and make more money. How's that sound to you? Go right back to the close. If he comes up with another objection, well, what's your fee? It's 10%. Oh, that's too high. Okay, why is that too high? Because it's just too high. My fee doesn't really matter. That doesn't. Because if you say my 10% is too high, and you tell me you want a load that's paying $3 per mile, guess what? I'm only going to look for loads that's paying $3.20 a mile. That gives you an extra 10 cents and gives me my fee. How's that sound to you? It doesn't matter what he comes up with. That pitch is going to handle every single thing that he can throw at you. And if you watch the video from last week, you'll see exactly what I mean. And that's what I mean by knowing the pitch. If you know the pitch, you can come up on the fly and you can combat every single objection that a carrier throws at you. But you're not going to be able to do it if you don't know the pitch. Okay?
Kevin?
So, yeah.
Tony Walsh, just want to let everybody know his word is his bond. Kevin knows what he's talking about. And Charles is doing what he has to do. I'm proud of him being, from the city of Detroit on the west side, on the east side. But it works. What you're going to do is you're going to get comfortable with this script if you read it and you memorize it, because every individual has a different approach. But if you approach it within this perimeter, there's no way that carrier, other than what Kevin said, most of them won't even let you get it out. Hey, my name is Tony Watts with the National Network Dispatcher. I'm an independent dispatcher. I was calling because I see your truck is posted here on Truckers Pass, being available to pull a load. Okay. They'll give you every excuse in the book because it's like such a direct question when you ask them, how much do you need to move your truck? They never heard of that. That's impossible for you as an independent dispatcher to find me these loads that you say you have access. You hit them in the head and say, oh yeah, I have 91 load boards compared to probably the ones you pay a subscription for. I have access to 19 million shippers. So until you give me the opportunity, please don't, underestimate me, if you will.
Exactly. And on top
and
of
I
that,
got my first, I got my first, I didn't want to put it out here, but I got my first flatbed carrier. He sent me back the agreement. Everything is signed, sealed, delivered. I just have to sit down and implement with him where he want to do, what type of load he want to pull, where he want to go, how, and I got all that information in the profile. So it works.
Oh yeah.
I got a book of a load.
And you are exactly right. And thank you for that, because he is, look, I'm not telling y'all something that I think works or that we heard about it somewhere. No. Okay. I post my earnings every month from the loads that I book. My personal loads, the personal loads that I book every month. I post my monthly earnings every month on our Facebook page. Okay. And for those of you who are not aware, I'm going to show it to you. I post it every month on our Facebook page. It goes up every single month. Okay. Every single month, it goes up on our Facebook page. And I use that script. I mean, I don't use it as much more now because I don't actually go out and bring in new carriers. But I practice it all the time. As y'all can see from our videos, we do live calls. How many times have y'all seen me do a live call and me not get a carrier to say, okay, man, I like that? I mean, we've done at least 8, 9, 10, 12 live calls throughout this entire this training series. Live calls, not role playing, where we just called up carriers and we pitched them. Okay, we have videos that shows us doing live calls. Okay, the one that we just put out, the one that we just showed you all, that has a live call in that video. Okay, and every time we make a live call, I've not had a carrier yet that says, man, look, get off my phone and leave me alone. Not one yet has said that. A couple have tried, but guess what? By the time I finish with them, they're like, what? Well, shoot, man, okay, yeah, let's give you a try. You know, send me a dispatch agreement. You know, because if you learn that script, it's just like Tony just said. You're not going to do it exactly the way I do it, but if you learn the script, the foundation is still the same. And that script gives you the ammunition. It gives you the access to be able to combat any and all objections. That script is what gives you the basis for thinking on the fly. Okay? Let me go ahead and find this right here for you all real quick and show you all. But yeah, here we go, right here. Now, as you can see, I post my earnings every single month. Every single month. This August, 32 loads. I only book for 3 carriers. Me personally, I only book for 3 or 4 carriers, period. Okay, that's the ones I personally book for. I don't have time to book loads anymore. And I do all my bookings on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I don't book loads on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I book my carriers out for the whole week, and I find them all their loads on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the whole week. 3 to 4 loads per week per carrier. Load going out, load coming back. Okay, now I want a day's off rest. All right, great. If that load going out, coming back on Monday, coming back on Tuesday, I give them Wednesday off. On Thursday, I go ahead and I do all this booking the loads on the weekends. I book them out for the whole week. Then I go ahead and find them loads going out on Thursday, coming back on Friday. That's 4 loads. And I find those loads on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. I do not book loads on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't have time. Okay, I literally don't have time. I answer 100+ calls per day. I don't have time to be booking freight. Not like I used to. Not like Charles Monday do. I can't book late freight at Charles Monday's level no more. Okay, you know, I can't do it at his level no more. Okay, you know, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 loads a day. I can't do that no more. That's what he does. That's what you all can do. Trust me, Charles will tell you, if he can do it, so can you. It is just that simple. But the little 3, 4 loads that I book each week, those 8 to 12 loads per week that I book, this is what it brings me. August, $7,461 on 32 loads. If you continue on, excuse me for a second. Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. For those of y'all that know, that was my wife. I'm not kissing some other woman. I love you too, baby. All right. That was my wife. I'm not on here. For those of you all who, I don't know if you, my wife just stopped by, but that was my wife. I'm not kissing some other woman, so don't go back and put on Facebook, I thought Calvin kissing some other woman. And my wife said, no, that's me. Okay. But anyway, but these are the earnings that I'm telling you about. Okay, 40 loads right here, you know, for the month, brought me $10,155. You know, it tells you what they, you know, I put over here what the average, what the averages are per booking. Average $253.90 on that load, which means that load paid probably $2,500 or $2,550 or something like that. Because my 10%, it came out to be that right there. So those are the averages, and that's every month. We post that every month, and that's not a whole lot of load bookings for a month. 32 loads in a month? No, that's not a whole lot of load bookings. And 37 loads? Do the math on that. Divide that by 4.33. You're only going to get about 9 loads, 9 or 10 loads at best. You know, if I hit 52, well, I hit like a lot of loads. Like here, I hit 51. That's about what, 12 loads per week. That's what that average is right there. When you see that 51 loads, that's about 12 loads per week. You know, the rates were a little high then when I was booking, you know, in the month of April. Averaging about $283, which means the loads I was booking were averaging around $2,800 in the load fees. So this stuff is not hard. It's not hard to make money. It really isn't. You just have to follow the steps, follow the procedure, learn the script. You have to learn the things that allows you to make money. And if you listen to what we tell you, if you follow the steps that we provide for you, if you use your network, if you use the back office site, if you use the tools and resources, if you follow the system, if you work the system will work for you. Okay? All right. It's about that time for us to close up shop for the day. Does anyone have any other questions? Anyone have any other questions? Are y'all still hearing me? Hello?
Hey, Cal, I'm still here.
Yep, there we go. There we go. All right. Kevin Evans says, can we access that? You all can get that. We don't have that. Okay. Yeah. That is a little bit too expensive for us to get for all of you all. Because one thing, that doesn't allow you to share your logins. Okay, that is one of those load boards that don't allow you to share your logins. We was trying to work out a plan with that, where we would pay them a whole bunch of money. And we had thought we had it worked out. We had sent them the money, and then that reneged on us. So we kind of like said, you know what, we're not even gonna worry about you. You know, because we had a thing worked out with that one time where we was going to be paying them like $250 for each person that signed up. That's $250. Now this is back when this is back before we got big like we are now. I'm pretty sure we went to that now. They probably want to change their tune. Somebody got me on the echo, so you might need to mute your mic there. You got your mic open? Here. There you go. All right. We had a thing where and this is back in the early stages when we were still brokers. And we only had about maybe 40, 50 agents signed on with us. I mean, we wasn't nearly as big as we are now, nowhere near. We had about maybe 40 or 50 people. That's it. But we was going to pay that $250 for each person that signed up. So that was $250 for each, I'm going to give you an idea of what kind of money it was. It was $250 times, I think we had about 47 people. So we were going to send, we sent that a check. We went on to pay with our credit card. with our bank card, $11,750 is what we sent over to DAT. This is for our 47 people that are signed up with you. Now, DAT had agreed that for us doing that, for each person, us paying that kind of money for each sign up, okay, we would get the $299 service that DAT had, right, for $50. For $50 per month. Because we were paying the upfront fee of $250 per person, plus $50 a month, they would give us the $299 monthly service. We were charging our agents $75 to cover little expenses over in case in case one of them missed their monthly payment or whatever. They was paying $75 a month to access that, which is still a big savings. And the reason why we were charging $75 because the rest of that money was kept in escrow. So if one of our agents, missed a payment or whatever the case was, we have enough money in escrow to float that agent until he caught back up, which means they would have to not have a break in their service. Great deal, right? We did that, sent them over the money. We signed up all people, then that said, oh, no. They all of a sudden started backpedaling and changing their minds and wanted to change the agreement. And we just said, you know what? Just forget the whole thing. Send us our money back and we'll be fine. Right? Now, if that had stayed with that, and we are now 927 last count that I remember. I think we had about 3 or 4 people to sign up today already. But we are now 927, 950. It's roughly 1,000 members strong. You think that they kind of messed up? Does anybody think that kind of messed up with that type of agreement? Because we are now roughly 1,000 members strong. That times $250 for each member, that would have been $250,000 up front. They would have been pocketing $250,000 on top of $50 per month for 1,000 members. That's $50,000 per month. $250,000 that they would have pocketed, and they would have been up to $50,000 per month just from our platform alone. But it is what it is, right? So, but they chose not to. They chose to renege on it, so we backed out of it. And now, if any of y'all want to join that, you're free to join them, but you just gotta pay whatever that says that you have to pay them. Okay? We have entertained the thought. We have entertained the thought of going back to that. And we have entertained the thought of going back to them now that we are such a huge network, and going back to them. But now, because we took on a lot of money from investors, that decision is not mine. Okay, that is a board, that is an investor board and a board of trustees decision on when we do large things like that requires us to put out a large amount of money because it hits the pockets of our investor account, and that's just how it is. So we can't. Back then I could make that decision by myself, but now we've gotten too big. We've grown past that. We've grown past that on those days. Okay, a lot of y'all hear the phrase "more money, more problems." Yeah, that's true. That is true. I can tell you that for a fact. The bigger you get, the more problems you have. But I'd rather have the problem that money brings than have the problem that being broke brings. I have been broke. For those of you who don't know my story, I started out at a homeless shelter. Okay, I got out of prison on May 1st, 2008. I was homeless, flat, dead broke, not a dime in my name. You can look it up on the internet. I post everything about me online. I have a series out called Diaries of a Homeless Entrepreneur. You can look it up, about 140 some odd videos of me just chronicling my days from the homeless shelter and trying to start a business at the homeless shelter and seeing where it would take me in 1 or 2 years. And this is where it has taken me. Okay? So, I know what being broke is. I know what it feels like to not be able to provide for your child. I know what it feels like to want desperately to give your child the things that she wants and needs and not be able to do that. I know what it feels like not to know where I'm going to lay my head at night or how I'm going to eat the next day. I know what that feels like. And when I tell you this business has afforded me the opportunity and is affording others the opportunity to live the type of lifestyle you deserve, trust me when I tell you, it can bring that to you. But you got to work it. You got to find the right platform. You got to find a way to work this business. I'm not saying you have to use our platform. You don't have to use our platform. I think our platform is the best thing going, but this industry is a great industry. It is the best kept secret in America. It really is. It really is. There are so many different ways for you to make it in this industry. And all I can tell you is that our platform right now, I believe, is the best way to do that. Our platform offers the best tools, the resources, and everything you all need to be successful. The only thing that we can't do is we can't work it for you. You've got to do the work. We'll provide you all the support, all the tools, all the resources, everything you need, but you got to do it. Okay? And with that being said, we're going to call this a day. I really do appreciate everybody for joining me on this Sunday. I know you all normally don't want to spend your day here on a Sunday, and as y'all can see, we've got people out here in the pool and stuff. I'll give y'all a little show and tell here. You got people out here in the pool and stuff, and I know y'all don't want to be out here on a Sunday with me, but I thank y'all for coming. I thank y'all for joining us, but we'll be back to our normal time on Saturday next week. I don't think we'll be in the studio because they are going to be doing some major construction down here for about the next 60 days. They're revamping the entire area down here because they have a lot of different people that live at this condominium complex. This is a gated condominium complex, and a lot of the people in here they're business owners. So they have stuff that they do down here in the clubhouse and / broadcast studio. I think there's one couple that has a radio talk show that they do from here. Another couple broadcast some other type of business that they do live video conferencing, and there's another one that does a podcast or something like that. So they're redoing it to make it bigger so that multiple residents can make use of it at the same time. So they're making it bigger. It's supposed to be better. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like when they're finished. But if you want to know what it looks like now, let me see if I can give you all a larger view of it. I'll give y'all the large view of it. This is the area that we're using right now. They play pool and stuff, and that's the pool. And I'll walk y'all over here to the area that we normally use on Saturdays for our broadcast. This is our broadcast studio area that we normally use, but they're going to be revamping all of this and doing some major construction. So, but that's where we broadcast from every weekend. You all are welcome to come out and join us when we start by broadcasting live from our broadcast studio. You all are more than welcome to come out and join us and take part in what we do. So we appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Tony, Charles, Miss Piles, all of you all. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you all. I love each and every last one of you all. I think you all are on the right track. Just keep doing what you're doing and get everything going. Mr. Evans, thank you so much. Be safe out there, and y'all do what you do. Let's book some freight. Let's make some money. Until next time, this is Calvin with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Earn while you learn. Freight broker training and logistics platform. Y'all have a good day. All right, this is Calvin Butler again. If you all have enjoyed our broadcast that we do here every weekend, log on to our Facebook page, which is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Go ahead and join us on Facebook. It's free to join our Facebook group on Facebook, so feel free to join our group there. Also log on to our YouTube channel, which is by the same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Like our videos, subscribe. It's free to subscribe to our videos. All our videos are broadcast in their entirety, uncut, and they are free of charge. If you want to join our platform, all you have to do is go to any one of our videos on YouTube. And when you see our videos on YouTube, you're going to click here where it says show more on the YouTube channel, and it will open up our videos. And as you can see here at the bottom, it has a link there that says to enroll. Click here. Click that enrollment link. It will take you right over to our page, and you can sign up for our platform. Our platform is $349.95. That is a one-time fee, and you have the option of a 100% commission on your dispatch fees that you can earn, which is 10% of the load fee, or you can choose from a 50-50 split. If you choose a 50-50 split, you have no monthly enrollment, you have no monthly subscription fee. If you choose the 1% commission, you would have a $19.95 subscription fee. It's just that simple. And we provide all your tools and resources, access to load boards, access to every shipper in the United States, all 19 million plus, access to a huge network of independent dispatchers who are there to help you to earn money while you are learning. Close to 1,000 dispatch firms strong who are all connected, and they all help each other. And we have live training here every weekend, over 3 hours of training every weekend that we broadcast live on YouTube. Thank you again. We really appreciate y'all, and you have a great day. And we look forward to seeing y'all within our platform.